Chances are most of you people that are watching this video are on some type of Facebook diecast group. If so, you have probably stumbled across a Facebook post with an RLC or a super treasure hunt at a ridiculously good price. Chances are you are probably about to become a victim of being scammed. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and discuss with you 9 things that you can do to safeguard yourself from becoming scammed and to purchase an RLC or super treasure hunt or whatever it is that you have stumbled across in a successful manner. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to jump into those 9 things that we're going to look at to safeguard yourself. The first thing is the Facebook profiles, account information, the photos, friends, posts, Google, Tiny, requesting new pictures and videos, requesting a phone call conversation or FaceTime, and lastly, but most importantly, reference checks. First things first, you want to go ahead and jump onto that person's profile, check out the account information. Most active people have that stuff filled out, and what I'm referring to is going to be the marital status, where you live at, where you used to live, what kind of job you have, stuff like that. Most people fill that stuff out if they're an active Facebook member. Those that just jump on to create a profile to scam people kind of overlook that aspect and just jump right into the goods, which are posting, catfish pictures and stuff like that. So if this information is not filled out, I wouldn't necessarily deem this person as a scammer, but it certainly would add on to the totality of concern that I have. Photos. Do the photos look genuine? What kind of photos are they tagged in? Are they grainy? Grainy photos for me are a huge red flag. Check who's liking those photos. Do they have a lot of activity going on with likes and comments? Look at those people who are liking and comment. If they look like bots, automatically they're probably fake too. But if they actually look like real people that have some kind of relationship or connection with this person, kind of goes on the positive side. But we're definitely not going to do anything just with that. Check when the photos were uploaded. It'll have a date on there when they uploaded. If all the photos were uploaded within the recent week or so and they're fairly new, that's going to be a huge red flag for me. Another thing is if they only have one picture of themselves, or if it's just one picture in general on their profile, that's another red flag for me. Next thing we're going to do is look at the friends list. Jump onto his friends list or her friends list. Check if you have any mutual friends and connections. If so, message those people and ask and inquire about whether or not they have some kind of connection or relationship or past deals that they've done with this person, and then just use that to gauge whether or not this person is real or fake. Like I mentioned before, we're not going to do anything necessarily with just one of these. We're just going to add it on to everything in general and see the totality of what we have to work with here. Number 4 is posts. Do they have a lot of posts? Are they only sharing stuff from other websites or people? Do they have anything that's original from them? If so, who's liking those posts? Who's commenting on those posts? Do they have any activity on those posts? Also, go to those people's accounts, check them out as well. Do the same thing that you would be doing with this person. Then we're gonna go ahead and jump onto the original post that they made, or wherever you found this person. Like if it's, in my case, we have 210 Diecast group, Countdown City Diecast group, which is San Antonio's groups that we have for diecast. So if I jump on there, I guarantee I'm gonna find at least 2 or 3 people that are posting for sale ads just for the day. One of the biggest red flags that someone can overlook, and it surprises me because I'm just like, how are they getting people like this, is that the comments are turned off. That is a huge red flag, people. So if they have the comments turned off, more than likely they're afraid somebody's gonna call them out on their BS. I definitely wouldn't message them. It just doesn't do any good. Why would you turn the comments off anyways? Unless you feel like you're gonna get roasted. But even then, I wouldn't even turn the comments off. I'd leave them on to show that I'm not trying to scam somebody. Another thing you can do, in my case, like on 210 Diecast group, I jump onto that group. I would type in that person's name in the search bar and see what past posts they've made in the past. And then I'd look at those interactions with other people. Did other people comment on them? Did other people like their stuff? If so, I'd message them and I'd see whether or not they had a good, successful deal with that person. And if so, I'd add it on to the positive side. But if nobody can really vouch for this person, it doesn't really do you any good. So that's another thing you can do with the posts. So number 5 is a long shot. It's Google. You can go ahead and Google this person's name, see if you can confirm their identity. I haven't really relied on this method too often, but it is something that you can add onto your toolbox, and so I am gonna go ahead and put that out there. Number 6 is Tiny. So Tiny is a very useful resource. Not too sure exactly how you pronounce that, Tinai, I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. But it's a reverse image website that you can utilize. So you save the photos that you want to go ahead and search for. In this case, we're going to go back to this person's original post, and we're going to save the photos that they have of the product that they're selling, which in this case will be like a Super Treasure Hunt or RLC or a Red Edition, Mainline, whatever it is. We're gonna save that stuff on our desktop. We're also going to save the photos of this person's Facebook account that he has on there or she has on there, and we're gonna save the profile pictures, any other pictures that they have. And we're going to upload those onto Tinai, and we're going to complete a reverse image search. If anything pops up, huge red flag, don't pursue this person, and you can go ahead and conclude your investigation there. Number 7, request new pictures and videos. I do this all the time. Even if I'm not going to buy something for someone and I just want to inquire for shits and giggles, I'll message this person and I will ask for new pictures or new videos of whatever it is that they're selling. Quite often they're going to go ahead and deny that. Or another thing that I've found is that they will send you the same exact photos that they have posted on their for sale ad or wherever you found their post on. That's what I've found to be accurate, is that they'll send you the same exact photos that are in their original post, and they'll give you those photos in Messenger, which is, I don't know. If you're inquiring on additional photos, you would think that that person would already know you've seen those photos. So yeah, so they won't send you new photos if they're scamming. They'll just use the same photos, and more than likely they've took those from somebody else's for sale ad that they've had on another private group. So that's another thing that you got to watch out on Tinai, is that if they've posted those photos on another Facebook group, it might not pick that up. I'm not too sure about that, but if nothing shows up on Tinai, you can't necessarily rule that out, that this person has genuine photos that they took themselves. If it does pop up, it does confirm that they took them from someone else. But if it doesn't, you can't necessarily rule that out. So just wanted to put that out there. When you're inquiring on trying to get new photos or videos from this person, one thing you can do is just let them know like you want to see a different angle, or you thought you saw like a bend on the card, so you want them to take another picture so that way you can see it from a different angle. And like I mentioned before, they're not going to send you new pictures if they're scamming. They're just going to be sending you the same pictures that they have to work with. And yeah, videos. If you can get new videos of the product that they're selling, I'd say that's a good thing. But then again, they could have just taken that video as well. One thing you can do to kind of really make sure that this person is legit is have them take a video of the car they're selling, and then have them put in there a card somewhere that has their name written down and the date written down. So if his name's Roger and today's date's 12/3/2023, then it should say Roger 12/3/2023, and then right next to the car. And if you can take a video of that, that's kind of hard to fake or kind of hard to Photoshop and stuff like that. Pictures a little different because people are really good with Photoshop, and you can edit the photos the way you want. It could really fool you, but videos on the other hand, I'm pretty sure you can do the same, but it'd probably be a lot harder to do that. And for the person to go through that trouble, I don't think they do that if they're just trying to go in for a quick scam. So yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, so next thing is number 8, which is phone calls and FaceTime conversations. If you can get this person on the phone, or if you can get them to FaceTime you, I'd say that goes in your favor. You can kind of gauge whether this person is legit or not. But if you can't, I definitely put it on the negative side. Why wouldn't you want to have a phone conversation with the person? I mean, it's not necessarily giving up like a lot of personal information, and it's an easy just conversation to kind of clear any kind of ambiguity that might happen throughout email conversations or Messenger in this case. So it definitely would help out if you get them on the phone, and I definitely say that's a positive thing. A lot of people that I've known to be scammers, and I message them, I'd ask for a phone number or to FaceTime, and they'd come up with some kind of excuse as to why they couldn't do that. So definitely put that on the negative side that they can't do that. So lastly, but most importantly, is number 9, which is most important to me, which is reference checks. What you want to do is go to the Facebook group, make a post and tag him, or at least write his name down, and inquire on the whole group to see if they've had any kind of interaction or past deals done with this person. You can also inquire with this person and also see if he has any references that he can provide you with or she can provide you with that can vouch for this person in the past. What I would find to be most useful would be the people that you get a hit on if you make a post. The people that he may refer you to, I'd be a little skeptical. If you can get other people to engage and tell you like, hey, I have a past deal with him in the past, he's a good guy, or we made X amount of trades before, he came through, pretty legit, good guy. I'd say that would be your most valuable source of information. I wouldn't necessarily take one person's word for it. I definitely have to have like a consensus of people. So if those multiple people that have vouched for him, definitely throw it on the positive side. It's not a bad thing to do if he already has past people that can vouch for him. So if nobody can vouch for him, it definitely would alarm me, and I'd be on the iffy side because I don't want to be the first person to take that risk. So with all those things I talked about, number 7, number 8, and number 9 are the most important to me. If all those check out, I'd say you got the green light. Number 7 is getting pictures and videos from the person, especially if they can write their name and date down, huge plus. Number 8 is having a phone conversation or FaceTime with the person if they're showing you like, hey, this is the product. And number 9 is reference checks. If you can get people to go ahead and vouch for this person, definitely that does add on to the totality of not having a concern for this person, and he's had other people vouching for him. So I say I'd move forward if I was in your position, and I'd definitely go ahead and purchase the product or the Hot Wheel that I'm looking at from this person. Now, with all that being said, you don't want to send the payment in a non-protected manner. So don't send the payment as Zelle or as Cash App or Facebook, family and friends. If they're really trying to push it upon you, I'd just be really iffy on that. Just because even if all those things check out, I'd be really iffy on it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're scamming either, because this person may have had a bad experience in the past with other people who filed a claim against them. So that's probably why they want to do it as family and friends. But I don't feel comfortable sending payment that way. So I definitely send it as goods and services, so that way you are protected. And keep in mind, PayPal does charge a 2.99% fee. So calculate that whenever you send the money to the seller. Or if you already have some kind of agreement where he's going to eat the cost, then, well, go ahead and move forward however you wish to proceed. But keep that in mind that they do charge a 2.99% fee. So with all that being said, I hope I provided you with the confidence and vigilance necessary to purchase a Hot Wheel or any other type of product that you might want to buy off of another member from a Facebook group. Always be wary, and if you have any kind of doubts at all, it's better to be safe than sorry. Always listen to your gut. You don't have to necessarily pull the trigger on an item. I know sometimes we get that impulsive side of us that just wants to jump on the gun and buy this before somebody else does. But that's what those scammers prey on, so they hope that you'll do that. Just always be wary. So good luck to all you hunters and collectors, and I will see you guys next time.